And Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. To his right, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And Lance will try again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a throw here, hauled in. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him a gain of 37. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The end result, 21 yards. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. There he goes, left side. Pass across the 20. 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Lance now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Lance now on first down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Sermon now on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the foot. Ball back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Lance going to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Burris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The 1st down throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Greatest show on earth.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On second down, it's Sermon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. To throw, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds the open target, Arnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line. And now here is another interception. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Sanu. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lance. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Marshall that time. Third down here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Throwing now is Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. Throwing on third and long. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add on to their lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. Sermon.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Sermon. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Sermon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Lance now on 3rd and goal. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Rolling to his right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Darnold to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Darnold. Man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at